Hey folks, it's Greg and Janet with Strange RV Tours. Today we're in Goldfield, Nevada. We're going to take you around to a lot of the historic buildings and sites here in Goldfield, Nevada. Goldfield's an old mining town. It's kind of a ghost town now, but it's one of the most historic and important cities in all of Nevada.
Strange RV Tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fix your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. RV Tours is on the air.
Okay, this little plaque says 1908 West Side Elementary School. In 1910 it was manual training and domestic science classes. 1917 to 1920 it was the Goldfield School of Mines. In 1931 it was used by Novak Club Incorporated as a golf club factory. In 1945, the building and adjacent land was purchased by the Nevada Department of Highways and used as a maintenance station until the 1970s. It became a county storage facility and law library. Today, it is the Goldfield Public Library. And they have a museum here. So this building was actually built in 1908. And look at some of the crazy stuff they have here on display. This is a mine hoist flywheel from the Mohawk mine. You could see right there where it was just sheared off. Wow. This is a 1930 Fagel truck used by Goldfield miner Pius Kalin to haul ore from the Gold Crater mine to his mill near the Stonewall Mountain waterfall. He hauled 3 loads of gold concentrates from his mill to Salt Lake City, Utah in this truck during the 1950s. This is his pickup truck, his dump truck.
Ties and stuff labeled where they came from.
Yeah, this is from the Mohawk mine. It's a bucket lift to get the men down into the mine, a mine cage. Got an ore cart here. Used to remove waste rock and gold ore from underground mine workings. The Florence Goldfield Mining Company. A mine bailing bucket used to lift water out of mine shafts that didn't have pumping equipment.
Yeah, how heavy would that be?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look at it.
This is a section of a wooden water line that supplied the water tank at the Bullfrog Goldfield Railroad shop complex. So if you can believe it, folks, this is a pipe made out of wood. A drive wheel from the hoist at the Goldfield Mohawk mine. The size of those. Here's the remains of Top Gun turret from crash site of B-24 bomber. The Tonopah Army Airfield in 1944. A 100-pound sand-filled blue bomb. During World War II, this type of practice bomb was dropped on targets at the Tonopah Bombing and Gunnery Range a few miles east of Goldfield. And this is the Goldfield Library. The Goldfield Public Library. And it is still in operation. That's a neat building. Here is a drilling boulder. It was used by a single jack and double jack drilling contest at the Goldfield 1900s. The granite stones used in championship drilling contests were shipped here from Gunnison, Colorado. Here's a one-holer outhouse. Many 2- and 3-holers were built at Goldfield during the 30s as a WPA project. This was used until the late 1970s when new State Highway Department maintenance station occupied the site. And you know what? I don't think we need to go in there. It says out of service, retired, please do not use. Please close and latch door. Thank you. County of Esmeralda Road Department. 1937 Dodge dump truck used by Esmeralda County until the 1960s. Here's an old Ford pickup. It's got important hoist material, important hydraulic wood hoist. Warnings, directions. 1934 ton-and-a-half Ford dump truck used in Esmeralda County until the 1960s.
Wow.
This was somebody's cruiser right here. 1919 Model T touring car. Told you it was a cruiser.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Ah, so that's a pretty neat little place, huh?
Yeah,
So if you make it to Goldfield, check out the Goldfield Library. Their little museum out here. It's really nice.
yeah, the historical equipment display in Goldfield is in memory of Frank Fairchild. And so it's pretty cool. They got quite a neat collection there.
Bunch of stuff. Cool stuff. Anybody want to buy a bank? All right, this property right here was the first National Bank building. It was built in 1907. It was the first 4-story building in Goldfield during the height of the boom. It was destroyed in July 6, 1923's devastating fire. And this is what's left of it. Not a lot. But it is for sale if you want to buy a bank. Wow. Let's walk around this baby, see what we can see. Well, I don't want to walk there. I'll fall right in. That's a big old hole covered up there. I got to get around to the other side of this. Looks like you can see better from over there. Yeah, here we go. There's a car sitting down there in the bottom of the bank. Wow. I wonder if this bank did the financing on that car. It's one way to repo it, I guess. Boy, there's not much left of this one. Alright folks, this is the Fouch and Gasser warehouse, built in 1907. This warehouse sat in the rear lot of the California Saloon. Carl Fouch and Joseph Gasser's lengthy proprietorship of the saloon lasted from 1906 through the fire of July 6, 1923. This was originally a warehouse that was used for the California Saloon, and it is still here. And today they're calling it the California Beer Hall Warehouse, and it is a museum. I don't know that they're open right now during COVID. They're not open right at this moment while we're here, but I don't know if in general they're open during COVID. But interesting. I'd like to see what's inside. All right, we are in Goldfield, Nevada, and we are on 5th Street, and the home right here in front of us, this historical property, is the Alva D. Meyers house. It was built in 1905 by Alva D. Meyers. He was known as the father of Goldfield. He was a very successful mine operator who, along with others, formed the Goldfield Town Site Company and platted the present town site. Meyers was one of the earliest prospectors in Goldfield, in the Goldfield district. He was at that time called Grandpa. Back in May of 1903. This was his home. And this home actually has signs saying private property, so we are not going to go on this property. But this is what's left of Alva D. Meyers' home. This building that we are walking up to is the original first Goldfield Jail, built in 1905. It was used until 1908 when the current courthouse was built. It has been suggested that they may actually use this one again in the future as an auxiliary jail.
Nobody's getting in or out.
Could you imagine being in this place in the middle of summer with no AC?
I don't know about that.
Well, of course, I guess you're going to have quite a bit of insulation from the stone, but...
Yeah. Wow. No windows?
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
It even looks like an evil place to stay, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's scary.
With the burn marks on it from the fires. And all right, we can't see. Let's see if you guys can see in here. You know what I find interesting here, Jan?
What?
These bars that they use for the windows.
Yeah.
Those are drill bits for mining.
Are they?
They're not round. Look at them.
Yeah. Might as well.
Drill bits for mining.
It's amazing. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this was it, folks. This is what you got if you got put in jail in Goldfield in 1905.
That'd be scary, man.
There's no windows, nothing.
There's that one window and one door.
You call that a window? That's where the only air gets in there for you.
Ooh. You see in there?
Snake, snake.
You liar. You made me move.
All right. Okay. Okay, we are at 110 North 1st Street in Goldfield, Nevada. This home in front of us is known as the Stone Row House. It was built in 1907, and it was built of stone, which is probably the reason it's still standing through the fires. And this home is one of only 2 red light district homes left. This was a brothel, folks. Yes, nice. They've done quite a bit of work to it, actually. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed this little tour that we did of Goldfield, Nevada historic buildings. If you did, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell up in the corner. Please share these videos. Check out our Patreon site. And folks, we hope you have a great day.